At center, we'll jump it up with Marc Gasol, and the Nets win the tip as Caris LeVert controls for Brooklyn. LeVert trying to work it into Irving. Guarded by Van Vliet. Irving the quick spin, the pull-up, and the bucket to begin things at Barclays for Kyrie Irving.
Just further diligence in really describing it, the definition of it, not that they're changing the travel rule, but just a better understanding of where the gather is and when those two steps begin.
Anunoby hits the three. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not as if there was a...
Who's got Lowry? Van Vliet coming in with a lot of confidence, particularly after how he performed not only last season, but throughout the course of the title run.
Kyrie with the left hand off the window beautifully. Harris able to collect the pass. Irving right back to Joe. Somebody's open. It was Prince, but Toronto closed quickly. Nets still trying to make something of the possession. Harris able to do so, banking it in before the buzzer. Have come in the paint. Siakam finds Ibaka, and he's able to finish over Prince.
Yeah, Toronto really doing a good job of getting the ball in the middle of the floor and finding ways to cut from the weak side block. We've seen a decent amount of that early on in this game.
LeVert's three is good. And everybody excited to see the growth and where it continues to climb for Caris LeVert. As Irving comes up with a steal, 3-on-1. Prince led perfectly by Irving, and Prince able to finish.
You see that extra gear that Prince has in transition. Caris LeVert trailing right behind him. Excellent job of all three guys on the push.
Ibaka finds Anunoby in the corner on a three.
In front of you?
There was a piece of right field.
I'm not calling you short.
No, I'm 5'10", very average height. He's just a very tall man. There was a little piece of right field where I was totally blocked thanks to DeAndre. Right on cue.
Blocked. Speaking of.
Nwaba trying to get it off, did not. And that'll do it for the first quarter. 28 all after one. Jordan didn't time that leap exactly on the same cue. Garrett Temple in for the Nets as well. And Anunoby looks off the pass and gets the roll in on the three.
I was initially going to say it's a nice job by Kurucs.
They're now 7 of 12 from downtown. Dinwiddie steps into a three, can't finish. Rebound poked into the arms of Temple. Another chance for Spencer is good. Kurucs thought about the three. Temple in the corner, gives it up, 5 to shoot. Dinwiddie, great look, and Kurucs finishes. A patient possession there from Brooklyn.
That was beautiful. I mean, Spencer Dinwiddie, the patience is the word you said. The shot clock's winding down and still surveying the floor, not just forcing a look. And that's everything you spoke to. That's the chemistry. That's getting used to one another.
Jordan, the offensive rebound. Kurucs, a wide open look. Splash! An 11-3 response from Brooklyn. Lowry with a hand in his face, puts it in, and Kenny Atkinson will take a timeout.
Has at his disposal who he believes have earned playing time.
Van Vliet drags Allen out to the perimeter. His long three is good. Toronto a 12-point lead, an 11-0 run. They are 11 of 20 from downtown. Shooting the lights out in this first half. Prince sidesteps and hits the three.
The consistency of Torrey and Prince to find his shots offensively within the flow of the offense has been really impressive.
Backdoor lay from Powell on the nice delivery.
Look at this lineup on the floor now. It's something that I think we'll see more often. Spencer Dinwiddie, Kyrie Irving, Caris LeVert, all on the floor at the same time, and that'll be a challenge for teams.
Speaking of defensive breakdowns, and another easy...
To ask you, I was wondering if you were going to disclose that information, if you know yet. Well, how many times you may be on it?
It's between me and Frank DeGrace. Serge Ibaka powers it down.
have needed to clog that paint. They've been getting back, whether it's in transition, whether it's in the half-court defense, but worrying so much about protecting the basket that sometimes you're not getting out quick enough.
LeVert catching fire and hit from 3.
It certainly helps.
Maybe Toronto regresses to the mean from deep in this second half. LeVert on the attack, finds the cutter and Allen. He brought it down, got it back up, and forced it in.
Excellent finish by Jared Allen, but that goes back to Karis LeVert. He's got a guy in OG Anunoby and Marc Gasol essentially tracking him. Let's see how he finishes that one, and he still...
Saw some nice chemistry there between Irving and LeVert, though. Irving, nice dish in traffic, and Allen, the spin and finish. Kenny Atkinson, and not just the guys who have gotten to experience him over the last 3 years, but the new players like Irving.
Because players can sense sincerity.
Irving connects on a 3.
And that's what it is with Kenny Atkinson. Start to finish. It doesn't matter if you've met him for 5 seconds or you've known him for 5 years. He is as real and genuine as it comes. And he wears his heart on his sleeve. And you know that he's going to be competitive. With Spencer Dinwiddie playing on the ball, playing off the ball. And a big part of that is the ability to knock down those catch-and-shoot threes when you are off the ball.
Another 3 for Toronto, their 18th of the game. Well, sort of along those lines, Sarah, we were talking before about Kenny Atkinson, talking about the chemistry of Irving and LeVert. Is Irving just a magnificent move to bank that in?
Talk about spending time off the court together.
You thought he was listening to you as you talked, but really he was just conjuring up new graphics.
He's probably not the only one that does that.
Dinwiddie puts in the 3 plus the foul. A chance for 4 for Spencer Dinwiddie.
See Powell right up on Dinwiddie. A nice screen set by Jordan. And that's the quickness of Dinwiddie. Right coming off that screen, he feels Powell on his hip, pulls up.
Asked about where he's going to get the leadership for his team this year. He said, it's definitely Kyle's team. As Dinwiddie connects on another 3.
Come right into the heart of the defense.
DeAndre Jordan and Dinwiddie not on the same page there as Lowry dishes out. Boucher hits another 3. 21 threes.
The bad habits creep in and you're traveling way too often.
Nwaba, the spin, got held up. And still able to finish, plus the foul.
Okay, Nwaba. Showing off some moves. Nice job on the push, getting going in transition. And, you know, for a player like him, you like the footwork going into the defense, but that goes back to the strength. And felt like he was going to get the foul, puts it up, but able to...
Pinson. Nicholas Claxton out there, Henry Ellenson just in, and David Nwaba as Boucher comes up with a rejection and nearly saves it. He has played impactful minutes.
And sometimes that's what it takes. In both Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, Stanley Johnson, former teammates at Arizona, came in with a reputation of being defenders.
Musa hits the 3, ends a string of 14 straight missed shots. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter of this preseason finale. Ellenson tripped, now may benefit from it. Oh, how about that? Behind the back with a little control for 2. About a 6-second difference, game and shot clock. The little floater is good for Brissett. O'Shea Brissett with the cosmetic touch. And the preseason is officially over for the Brooklyn Nets on